good about his speech. And Andrew, let me just pull up my timer here. For some reason, I'm having some issues. All right, and whenever you're ready, then you can begin.
How many of you have ever watched the news or heard somewhere about someone being hurt or even killed in an accident? Many people have had accidents, whether they were minor or even fatal, because someone was texting or even talking on their phone. There are many distractions while driving, other than just texting or being on your phone. But today I'm going to just tell you why you need to take action and put your phone down while driving, and make sure all the other drivers do the same. Public safety is very important. It's even illegal in Missouri to text and drive under the age of 21, and many accidents have happened because of that. So today, stand with me and help put an end to texting and driving at the same time. Public safety is very important. According to insurance.mo.gov, a government insurance website, they say, while texting is most often associated with distraction in the car, other distractions include eating, drinking, grooming, DWIs, and passengers in the car. Many people might not think that passengers would be a distraction, but also they are. Usually, when driving, when there's accidents that are happened, most of the ages that have caused those accidents were anywhere between 15 and 25 years old. All of the students in this room fall in that age group. So from now on, tell all the drivers to stay off their phones. You don't want to be in accidents. If the person driving under the age of 21, they shouldn't be on their phone because it is illegal in Missouri. In fact, it's also illegal in 38 out of the 50 states. Many people don't listen and still get in accidents. According to Missouri State Highway Patrol, in 2012, 22,491 accidents happened just in Missouri. And with those 22,500 accidents, 92 deaths happened. And 357 out of those 22,000 accidents were all because of someone was texting. That's not including calling or looking at their phone. An example of a teen driver who was on her phone was about a 17-year-old girl from Minnesota. The CBS News website says that a fatal accident happened in July of 2015. Carly Rose Bollig was driving in her pickup with her friends when she was posting on Facebook. When all of a sudden, she came close to an intersection where the light had just turned red. And her friends were all telling her to put down her phone so she could stop. Well, Carly didn't listen. She went into the intersection. Another car came along from the other way. It had a father and a daughter heading home from the library in it. The father's name was Charles Maurer and the daughter was Cassie Maurer. When Carly went into the intersection, her car struck the other car and killed both the father and daughter. If you look at your handout at the bottom, that is what happened to the father and daughter. Carly and her friends, they were fine. They didn't get hurt. Carly was eventually charged with criminal vehicular homicide. A Minnesota State Patrol Lieutenant Tiffany Schweigert, who was one of the police officers that were on the scene that day, said, "What a senseless behavior that caused all this trauma to this family. Using a phone while operating a motor vehicle 3,000 pounds through an intersection, tearing this family apart." There are many ways to help not text and drive. There are apps that you can get that can help. Some of these apps can block all calls and texts. Some apps block all contacts but like 5, and that could be like your parents or an emergency number. But this app might not always work because yes, it does block all calls and texts, but it doesn't stop you from Snapchatting or just looking at the time on your phone. The only thing that can stop looking at your phone is yourself. The app is made so it can help monitor your phone usage. And sometimes it also might not work because if you cannot call or text anyone, if you get in an emergency, you have no way of contacting. There are ways that there could be less accidents, but everyone must be involved. everyone needs to look up and put their phones down, because if you look at your phone, you're more likely to be in an accident than if you don't. Colonel Replogle, a member of the Missouri State Highway Patrol, said he wants to call on all Missouri drivers to honor the letter and the spirit of law and stop texting while driving to help make Missouri highways safer for all motorists. Why can't we take his advice? You think it'd be common sense not to text and drive, or not to look at your phone and drive. You take your eyes off the road, therefore you have more likely being in an accident. So there are many accidents that happen, and there are many ways that you can stop that from happening. There's lots of distractions, including texting and while driving. Public safety is very important for me, and I think it should be very important to you. So today I'm asking you to stand with me and help put an end to all these accidents because of a text while driving.
Thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause. Okay, and if our audience at this time has any questions for Andrew, we can go ahead and do that.
Wait, you said passengers are a distraction, so should you travel without passengers? Like,
No, they can try not to distract you as much. Like sometimes you talk to them or make a joke, they might look at you instead of the road.
right.
So if you could just try not to distract them as easily.
Okay, so just keep your eyes on the road. You can listen, but
Yeah.
What do you think? I know you kind of mentioned it in your speech, but like, because like when someone's texting, they're probably like looking down at their phone and not looking at the road at all. But like if someone's calling them, they could be like listening while looking at the road. What do you think of like calling somebody while
Hands for
driving?
you mean?
Well,
Or
like
if you're holding your phone up.
yeah, if you're
If
holding,
you're holding
your phone,
up,
still.
you have one hand off the wheel, which means you have one hand to control the car, which is a little bit more dangerous, just in case something happens, you have one hand to try moving.
Yeah.
If it's hand-free, it's a little bit better, but you still gotta be careful and still pay attention to the road.
What if it was one hand on the wheel, one hand on their phone?
It's more likely that you'll get into an accident if you have one hand off the wheel, because if you have two, you have more control of the car. If you have one, you hit like a poplar or something, you're relying on one hand to keep the car safe. Alex?
If you said that the girl was charged with homicide, okay. If someone hits you and they die, do you also get charged?
If you are not at fault for it, you are not charged. Because if they hit you and they end up dying, and you were following all the rules and all the laws, they'll be the one that is responsible for the accident. Alex?
So would you recommend using Bluetooth or wireless?
As opposed of holding your phone up, yes. Mark?
You said the age where is 20 or 21 instead of like in Missouri where can you text and drive at the age of 21? What are you saying?
Everyone from 21 on under, or I think it's under 21 years old,
Yeah.
if you are caught texting and driving, you can be fined because it is illegal in Missouri.
So why isn't it illegal for anybody?
For the older people,
For anybody?
well, I think it's in some states. Some states it is illegal for everyone, but it's a little bit, the younger people that are just learning to drive and still getting used to it, they need to focus more on the road, and they think that as you become older, you get more used to driving, so you can handle more distractions and stuff like that. But it's still not as safe.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give him a round of applause. Thank you very much, Andrew. And